The next one is calendar. Time taken by the Earth to complete one revolution in its orbit is called 1 year. This time can be measured in a number of ways. Example, the solar year measures with respect to the sun, or the celestial year, period of one revolution of the Earth with respect to a fixed star. A calendar year is regulated using leap year, so that it is equal to the solar year. Hence, one day is added to the usual year of 365 days to the month of the February every fourth year, making it a leap year. As a solar year has 365.24119 days. This correction of one day every fourth year is too large. Therefore, the leap year is omitted in the century year unless the earth is divisible by 400, a leap century. The months in the year were originally calculated by the revolution of the moon around the earth, but now the lunar month of 29.5 days has been made slightly longer to ensure the occurrences of the months and seasons at the same time. The division of the month into 7 days weeks, however, it's arbitrary. The calendar followed over most of the world in the Georgian calendar. Yes, the next one is the Earth and the Moon. So, Earth and Moon, everyone knows the topic. That is, the Moon revolves around the Earth and indirectly around the Sun too. Inclined at the angle of 58 degree 43 Celsius with respect to the plane of elliptic axis of the Moon is more or less parallel to the axis of the Earth. Diameter of Moon measures 3,480 kilometers and its mass is about 1/81 that of the Earth. Due to elliptical orbit of the Moon, distance between the Earth and the Moon varies between 356,000 kilometers, that is 3,56,000 kilometers perigee, and 4,07,000 kilometers oblique. The moon period of revolution with reference to the sun as zodiac month is about 29.53 days, 29 days, 12 hours, 44 minutes and 2.8 seconds. It takes about 27 and a half days from the moon to be relocated in exactly the same meridian position with respect to the stars, a celestial month. The moon completes one rotation on its axis in the one celestial month, hence the one always sees the same phase of the moon from the earth. Only 59% of the surface of the moon can be visible from the earth. The next one is ellipses and passes of the moon. Here I given an ellipsis is a complete or partial obstruction of light from the celestial body as it passes through the shadow of another celestial body. The inner cone-shaped part of the shadow is called umbra and the outer lighter part is called penumbra. While going around the earth and the sun indirectly, the orbit of the moon intersects the orbit of the earth at 2 points knots during each revolution. When the sun, moon and the earth are in a straight line, they are said to be in silent. Solar eclipse. Next topic is solar eclipse. Solar eclipse occurs when moon comes in between the earth and the sun. They obscure the sun completely or partially. It generally happens at the time of new moons. Here I given this is the solar eclipse. Everyone knows that solar eclipse, and at such a time the sun and the moon are in conjunction on the same side of the earth. When the moon is closer to the earth and completely covers the sun, the ellipse totally. If the moon obscures only a part of the sun, eclipse is partially. When the appearance diameter of the moon is smaller, the sun remains visible as a ring around the edge of the moon. Such an ellipse is called annual ellipse. In a total solar eclipse, the umbral shadow of the moon passes across the earth's surface. This is called path of totality. A total solar eclipse generally does not last more than 7.5 minutes. The zone of totality of a solar eclipse is only about 260 kilometers wide. Viewed from outside this zone, the solar eclipse will appear only partially. There can only be a maximum of 5 solar and 3 lunar eclipses in a year. Over a period of time, more lunar eclipses will be seen from any one place. Eclipses of the same type repeat after an interval of just over 18 years, known as the Saros period. The relative position of the sun, moon, and the earth repeats itself. Lunar eclipse. Next topic is lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse occurs when the earth passing between the moon and the sun casts its shadow on the moon. It usually happens at the time of full moon. It is a full moon, right? The lunar eclipse. This is the lunar eclipse. See, there is some dark redness shadow, and solar eclipses dark black shadow covers in moon. A lunar eclipse occurs when the sun and the moon are in opposition, that is, they are located on the opposite sides of the earth. The total lunar eclipse occurs when the entire moon passes through the umbra of the earth's shadows. During a partial lunar eclipse, moon does not completely enter the umbra and a part of it remains visible from the earth. During a penumbral eclipse, the moon passes only through the penumbral of the shadow of the earth. Just now I saw that for reddish covers in the moon, it's a lunar eclipse. So it is the name of penumbra. So penumbral eclipse. Moon passes through the penumbra of the shadow of the earth. So earth full covers in penumbra shadow. And the next one is passes of the moon. The synodic month begins with the new moon. The new moon begins with the conjunction of the sun and the moon. New moon is followed by the crescent moon. About 3.75 days after the conjunction, the pass about 7.5 after the conjunction is called the first quarter of the moon visible. About 11.25 days after the new moon occurs the gibbous moon. Gibbous moon, that is Gibbous moon. Gibbous moon is followed by full moon about 14.75 days after the conjunction. During the remaining days of the 29.5 days zodiac month, the same paths of the moon are repeated in the reverse sequences. Gibbous moon, the last quarters, and the crescent moon. And next one is here. This is the picture of passes of the moon. See, first quarter waxing distance. This is a new moon waxing gibbous as given, and full moon. It is the ellipse of passes of the moon. Ellipses is the solar eclipse and lunar eclipse, and passes of the moon. It's a total is combined with the eclipse and passes of the moon. The pictures, the passes of the moon, how the lunar eclipse is forming and how the solar eclipse is forming, and the passes of the moons is given in this picture clearly. And moon sun tides regularly rise and fall of the level of the water in the seas and oceans is called tides. Tides occurs twice a day. Two high tides separated by two low tides every 12.5 hours. Tides are a result of the gravitational attraction of primarily the moon. Though the sun also exerts a similar pull on the ocean water, the tides producing force of the sun is smaller than that of the moon. right? And here I given, see the picture. You see the picture of moon and tides. Here I given. Okay, high tides, the low tides, and sublunar is antipolaris. The high tides of greater than normal magnitude cover occur when the sun, moon, and the earth are in a straight line. New moon and full moon there are called spring tides. High tides of a comparatively low magnitude called neap tides occur when the tides producing forces of the sun and the moon are acting against each other around the first and the third quarters of moon. Tidal range in the differences in the level of water is in seas and oceans at high tide and low tide. Bay of Fundy has the highest tidal range in the world. Location with the high tidal range are ideal for the tidal energy generation. Tides can be between 15 and 20% stronger or weaker than the average with a varying distance of the moon from the earth. They are called the perigee and apogee tides. Here, tides also affect the water level of rivers, estuaries, etc. Sometimes the rising water of the seas and oceans may advance upstream in rivers as a nearly vertical wall several feet high. This is known as tidal bore. Tidal bore. The month of the river Hooghly in the West Bengal is well known for this phenomenon. Sometimes tides give rise to tidal currents, also which carry flow of water from one place to another. This causes steam like flow into or out of the bays and cloughs, especially where the bays etc. are conducted to the open seas by very narrow inlets. Here I finishing the topic of uh, Earth and its position and everything, solar eclipse, lunar eclipse and solar system. So everything I cleared in past videos also, previous videos also, just check it out. And everything I'll done in this topic, the earth and its position of the solar system. So solar system basis of everything topic and each and everything clear explanation I given, the shape of the size of the earth, location of the surface, latitude and longitude, parallel and meridian, great circles and small circles, inclination of the earth, and motions of the earth and their effects, and standard time and international time, earth and moon, calendar, solar and celestial time, and everything I just cleared, I think so in this video. You have any doubt, please comment me and clarify it, and don't forget to subscribe. Just for competitive aspirants, just click the bell icon, and I upload every videos and it will be updated you. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you.